What's going on, guys? It's your boy Fang, Mobile Gaming here, and we are back on Black Clover Mobile. This thing is going live tomorrow. I unfortunately won't be able to play the game until the day after that, which is perfectly fine with me. I originally intended this video to go over all the characters' abilities in the game, but unfortunately everything is based off the beta version of the game, and everything from the beta has since been changed. So I know that Win's website is waiting until the game goes live to put up accurate information. This website will most likely update too, so if you can't go over the characters' kits, I mean, you can still look at the beta version if you want to, but I won't look at the beta version, I want to look at the accurate version of the character, so I have to wait till the game goes live. I will still leave links in the description box below, the link to this website and Win's website if you want to take a look at it later. That's going to be kind of bad for the reroll, because now I don't know what the characters do before I make my reroll. I might end up having to go for a character that I just like, because I can't go for my favorite character, Marileona. Marileona, I knew wasn't going to be on the game anyway, because she's not until later on in the anime. And then my waifu in the game is a part of the Dark Triad, and she's not going to be on the game until later, so... I want to go for that meta unit, but unfortunately, it won't be able to happen, so... All the characters in the game is right here, so we're going to have all our R units right here, about 11, 19 SR units, and 21 SSR units. Now, as soon as I looked at this screenshot, guys, the first thing I noticed was the homie Klaus. Man, if you like Klaus, I'm sorry, but he is an R unit. Oh man, the disrespect to that man it knows no bounds. Is Klaus really that? Here's the thing: if you see a character on here that you think doesn't deserve to be your R unit or even an SR unit, they deserve the SSR title. Don't get me wrong. I'm okay with this guy being an SSR unit, but why is he an SSR over a lot of these characters? Oh man, just keep in mind that we are going to be getting multiple versions of the characters on this game. So I mean, if you like Klaus, I know a lot of people like Seke, you're probably going to get a different seasonal version of them as an SSR. At least you have the knowledge to know that you can take any unit to LR Verity. So I mean, you can take them to LR at least. You're going to get plenty of dupes for your Seke and your Klaus. Oh man, that's crazy. Anyway, talking about the rerollable multi that we can do for the guaranteed SSR character. Again, I don't know how I want it anymore because I can't look at their kits, but I do know that the Eye of the Midnight Sun is most likely going to be on their own raid-up banners. I think this chick right here, I forgot her name. I think I saw a screenshot of her being like a step-up banner. I think, I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if the seasonal units like Mimosa and Asta and Yuna are going to be on that rerollable multi that we can do. So I'm just going to assume that the rerollable multi we can do is going to be based off like the 5 captains and some of these other characters like Mars here. So out of all those characters, I don't really know who I want. I might just wait till we get in game and look at the kits then. As far as SR units go, I mean, I'm fine with whatever as far as the SRs go. We're going to get pretty much all the R units, so it does not matter. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at all of the characters' relic sets, essentially. We'll go over the relics first. So, we'll bring up the relics. Alright, so let's take a look at the gear sets of the game first. So, let's go ahead and start with the Ancient Mage Relic. So the 2-piece set from this one is going to give us a 10% attack increase and 10% magic attack increase. On the 4-piece, we're going to have a 50% damage increase. So this is going to be like your basic like DPS set essentially. And it even shows you the stats here. Now I don't know if these stats are going to change with the full version of the game, so I'm not going to pay attention to the stats right now. But as you can see though on these stats though, they have like a very big difference as far as like the SSR goes, the UR version goes on their max stats. So this will be good information if you kind of want to see how much stats you can get from a specific piece. So interesting there. Now this little icon right here, I don't know if this has any significance with how we gear up our characters. We'll have to wait to in-game to see. I don't know what these are for. Alright, the next one's going to be the Sprouting Mystic Tree. So the 2 pieces is going to give us a 50% defense increase. The 4-piece set is going to give us debuff block for 1 turn at the start of the battle. So I mean, stuff like this, I mean, me personally, I don't really want to go for something like this, so I'll probably do this like a 2-piece only set for me. I mean, maybe debuff block is going to be super useful in the game for like PvP maybe, I don't know. The Perversus Giant Boar on the 2-piece is going to give us 8% crit chance, and the 4-piece is going to give us 25% crit chance increase for 1 turn if your attack was not a crit. It's a common set right there. The Ancient Hunter's Gear, the 2-piece set is going to give us 12% speed increase for 1 turn at the start of the battle. At the 4-piece, we're going to have a 50% chance to apply 50% stamina increase upon being attacked. Now, the Chilling Breath one to note here, there is no R or SR rarity right here, so these are only SSR, only up to UR and LR. So these are going to be probably like late game sets essentially. So you're going to have applies 50% DP. I don't know if DP just means damage points. I don't know what that stands for. And then we got apply 75% ignore defense. So I'm going to say this is a pure DPS set. So this might be one of the rarest sets in the game. The Sweet Vacation is going to be 2-piece. It's going to apply 20% received healing increase. And the 4-piece set is going to have recovery equal to 20% of max HP every single turn. This will be more like a tank one essentially. The Abyssal Cave, the 2-piece, gains recovery equal to 12% of maximum HP upon defeating an enemy target. The 4-piece is going to give us 25% lifesteal if health is below 20%. So of course, lifesteal restores HP equal to a portion of damage dealt. The Midday Sky, the 2-piece is going to have a 80% chance to stun all enemy targets when you die. The 4-piece set is going to have an 18% chance to stun an enemy target when you attack. So it's pretty interesting that we have ways to stun. I've never heard of a set doing something like that when you die though. So I'm going to say this is probably going to be viable for like PvP or something, because I don't see why you would want to use this. Even the stats really aren't, yeah, this is going to be like this is going to be like a situational gear set, so that's pretty interesting there. The Mate Spirit, the 2-piece set is going to give us 25% speed reduction to all enemy targets for 1 turn upon dying. 4-piece set is going to give us 3.5% stamina reduction to enemy target upon attacking them if you have 5 or more special points. So this is going to be a little different for me in terms of how we're doing these relics in the game. The Death Silence is going to give us 10% fortified, and it has a 25% chance to apply 10% fortified from a turn if you have an active debuff at the start of your turn on the 4-piece. And that is the last set in the game, so it's pretty interesting that we're giving all these sets. I feel like the most basic set is going to be the very first one, the Ancient Mage, for like your basic attack up. You got your, of course, you got your tank stuff, but specifically the bottom ones, for like stunning and stamina reduction, these are going to be like situational. So I'm curious to see how we're going to utilize these sets. I feel like this is going to be more like PvP related sets, so I don't know how that's going to work. But nonetheless, let's go and take a look at some of the card skills. Alright, so we're going to move on to the skill cards now. So I went to Heart's website for this one because I kind of have everything categorized a little bit better than the main website. Now, we're not going to talk about the character stuff here, but as I'm scrolling here, you can see which skill cards are going to like tie to a character to enhance their skill. But again, because the characters have been changed, I don't know if they're going to work the same way, so I'm not going to talk about those. I'm just going to focus on what the set does. And you can see on the side right here what their maximum stats would be for your duplicates, alright? So, going from the rare skill cards first, we have the Witch's Wrath. Applies 5% speed reduction to an enemy target upon being attacked by them, nothing crazy there. The Thunderclap applies 2% attack increase, 2% crit damage increase, so the Thunderclap is going to be a pretty good DPS skill card, I feel like. It's not tied to anybody either. The Skull Flash is going to give 2% attack increase. Senior's Dignity is going to have a 45% chance to apply 5% crit resistant reduction to an enemy target for 1 turn upon attacking them while they have an active debuff. Noble's Boast is going to have a 25% chance to apply 5% accuracy reduction to an enemy target for 2 turns upon attacking. Now, Charming's Meat Enthusiast has a 20% chance to restore the HP of a friendly target equal to 5% of their maximum HP at the start of your turn. So this is going to be a very good defensive slash healing skill card here. I do like this one from Charmy. Has 35% chance to apply 10% speed increase from return after using skill 1. That's the Keen Eye. The Fire Explosion, 10% crit damage increase. Very big increase on that one. And it goes up +2 every single time. Second, False Confidence. Apply 7% DP, I'm just going to say that's damage points, to self for 1 turn when the enemy target with taunt attacks. The Dark Brooch applies 2% attack increase, 5% defense increase. The Cursed Shackles applies 1% attack increase for the magic and 1% defense increase. The Chain Thief applies 7% stamina reduction to an enemy target upon landing a successful crit with his skill. Nothing crazy on that one. The Blue Lightning Ball applies 1% attack increase and 1% magic attack increase. The Aqua Blast applies 2% attack increase. So some of the light cones, I was gonna say light cones. Some of these skill cards here, I see none of boards like the DPS ones, like your Aqua Blast, are pretty good. I do like Charmy's right here because it's gonna be destroying their HP every single turn. And I do like the, where is it at? Where is the 10% crit damage increase from the Fire Explosion here? So there's going to be some good ones that everybody's going to have, I feel like, because there are. So pretty notable ones are going to be those right there for me. Moving into the SR ones now. So your White Sand of the Deep Sea has a 50% chance to gain an extra turn upon using skill 1. The extra turn is very, very interesting. I do love extra turns in games, so that's going to be a crucial one right there. I will take it. It's only a 50% chance though, so. The Twisted Creed has a 40% chance to apply protection upon receiving reduced damage. Pretty interesting there. The Token of Oath applies 5% crit chance increase to yourself when the target has a debuff and then attacks. So does that mean that after you apply it, then you're also just do like a regular attack if it's not your turn? That description's kind of confusing there. The Spear of Lightning has a 20% chance to apply 1 turn of bleed, burn, or poison to an enemy target after attacking them. The Silent Stone reduces the enemy target stamina by 5% upon attacking them while they have an active debuff. Senior's Nobility applies 5% defense reduction to the remaining enemy targets for 1 turn upon defeating an enemy target. Sea Serpent's Pride applies 10% speed increase for 1 turn upon attacking the enemy target while an active debuff. Nothing crazy. Royal's Confidence has 30% chance to apply 5% DPS for 2 turns when the enemy target's HP is lower than yours. Royal Family's Respect increase healing by 10%. Includes item effects. So that's going to be your healer one right there. The Preserving Resolution applies 10% damage increase when HP is below 50%, so that's for Asta. I don't know, is that his seasonal one or no? I can't tell. But that's going to be big when you're getting ready to die, essentially. Maiden's Determination applies 2% accuracy reduction to an enemy target and 5% magic attack increase itself for 1 turn upon being attacked. The Lightning Storm has a 25% chance to reduce the cooldown of skill 2 by 1 turn at the end of every wave. The Light Brooch has a 30% chance to apply recovery equal to 2% of maximum HP upon being attacked by an enemy target. The Key of Glory has a 25% chance to gain 1 special point at the start of every wave. I don't know what special point is. I don't know if that's like the techniques. The Ice Strike gains recovery equal to 5% of maximum HP upon defeating an enemy target. That's okay. The Earthquake has 25% chance to apply a 10% attack increase and 10% magic attack increase for 2 turns upon being attacked by an enemy target. So that's going to be good if somebody's like being targeted all the time or an AoE situation. The Cup of Oath has 30% chance to apply a 10% defense reduction to an enemy target for 2 turns upon letting a successful crit with the skill. The Cunning Commander has 10% chance to apply protection for 2 turns at the start of your turn upon HP being below 30%. The Cultivist Retribution applies 10% speed increase to self for 1 turn upon a friendly target landing a successful crit attack. Has 25% chance to apply 20% crit damage increase and then attacks upon using skill 1. So the Cold-Blooded Observer, this is going to be a clapper for a skill card. The Broken Oath applies 10% accuracy reduction to an enemy target for 2 turns upon attacking them while they have an active debuff. And then you have Yuno's Brilliant Endurance, applies 5% speed increase and special points equal to 3 or less. Buff cannot be removed. Aesthetics of Battle has a 45% chance to apply a 2% stamina reduction upon attacking an enemy target with an active debuff. And then that's it. So I mean, there's a few good SR ones, but now we're going to talk about the SSR ones, the ones that are going to be hard to get. So the White Blizzard applies recovery equal to 8% of maximum HP upon using a special skill. Already starting off with a good skill card there. The Thrill of the Struggle has 35% chance to apply bleed debuff on the enemy target for 1 turn upon attacking them while they have an active debuff. Of course, that would be tied to him, of course. Williams, the Captain's Condemnation, has 35% chance to remove a debuff from a friendly target upon using a skill to an enemy target with an active debuff. Interesting. Survival of the Fittest has a 25% chance to apply a 3% defense increase for 2 turns at the start of your turn, stacks up to 3 times. Royal's Duty has a 10% chance to apply protection to self for 1 turn upon being attacked by an enemy target. If protection is already active, then increase the duration by 1 turn. Rose's Thorn applies 5% stamina reduction to all enemy targets upon removing a debuff from a friendly target. Respectable Rival applies 7% stamina reduction to an enemy target upon landing a successful crit with a skill. So again, these skill cards are going to be mainly used for just for skill. I don't think they do anything too crazy as far as I'm reading so far. Now this is a seasonal Yuno here, the Mysterious Transfer Student. Applies 2% damage increase when attacking bosses. That's going to be a notable one right there. The Moonlight Necklace has 35% chance to apply a 10% skill damage increase upon attacking with skill 1 or skill 2. Very useful SSR. Alright, then we got Incitable Quest. Has 35% chance to apply a 10% final damage reduction to an enemy target for 1 turn upon attacking an enemy target. So, I don't know what final damage reduction is. We'll have to wait and see. Innocence Awareness has 35% chance to remove 1 debuff from a friendly target at the start of your turn. The Dark Rage from Yami applies 2% DPS to self for 2 turns upon landing a successful crit with the skill, stacks up to 2 times. Very interesting one. I mean, I would want this one just for that Dark Cloak Wind Slash, so. Now, the Crystal Orb of the Abyss applies 2% speed increase. The Seasonal Asta here is going to be applies 5% attack increase at the start of every wave, stacks up to 5 times. Applies a buff increasing damage down to bosses by 10%, so the same thing as like Yuno Seasonal. The Breath of Water applies 5% crit chance increase, 25% crit damage increase. The Breath of the Light has 35% chance to apply 50% fortify for 1 turn upon being attacked by an enemy target. The Breath of Flame applies 10% attack increase and 10% defense increase if HP is below 50%, cannot be removed. So you can't remove this buff apparently. The Breath of Earth applies 50% defense increase. And then the Breath of Darkness applies 5% speed increase for 2 turns upon using skill 2. The Blooming Talent has 35% chance to remove a buff from an enemy target upon being attacked by them. And finally, the Adventurous General applies debuff block and 5% fortify for 2 turns at the start of every wave. So, those are all of the character's skill cards. I've already seen them. If you was to reroll for some of this stuff, there's a lot of good SSR skill cards that I would definitely take as far as like doing more damage to bosses. Whereas that one, like the Breath of the Wind, or if you have like Yuno's, more damage to bosses. So these are going to be some of the ones I kind of want to focus on my account at least. The Moonlight Necklace is also pretty good, so it's an idea to see what they look like. But again, you ultimately want to go for the ones that you have a character for. So again, one final look at all the characters launching with the game. I really don't know who I want to go for, but I can know after looking at some of these skill cards, I kind of already see some of the characters that I kind of want to go for just because I know it is attached to a skill, even though I don't know what it's going to enhance on their skill. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys have good luck if you are playing the JP or Korean version of the game. If you are waiting for global, just keep in mind that we will have a lot of guys going up once the global version goes live, because we're going to be able to use the JP version for a lot of information as far as a tier list is concerned. Anyway, guys, I will see you guys in the next video. You guys take it easy.